Everybody would stand, we'll begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The city requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that is available on the table in the back of the room. Before we begin our regular meeting this evening, we'll have a hearing regarding resolution number 2023-06. Resolution of the City of Greensburg, Indiana Redevelopment Commission amending the Economic Development Plan for the State Road 3 Corridor Development Area, Economic Development Area. So this, before we have our regular meeting, we'll conduct this hearing, and we can open the floor to any comments from any of the public regarding our updated project list. If I hear no comments, we'll close the public hearing.
Make a motion to close the meeting.
Thank you, Daryl. Is there a second? Thank you, Ken. Those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. The public hearing is closed. Today is Thursday, August 3rd, 2023, and the time is about 7:05 p.m. The meeting of the City of Greensburg Redevelopment Commission is called to order. At this time, please silence all of your electronic devices. First item is roll call. Judy, could you conduct roll call, please?
David Weigel.
Present.
Darren Burkhart.
Here.
Ken Dornick.
Present.
Jamie Humpert. Daryl Poling.
Here.
Mark Ballard.
Here.
Thank you. Next item, approval of minutes of the July 6, 2023 regular meeting. Are there any corrections to the minutes? If there are not any corrections to the minutes, they stand approved as presented. Moving on to next item, old business, Mr. Mays, City Engineer.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So you just held the hearing on the resolution. You now need, and Chris, you correct me where I get off course here, please. You need to take final action determining the public utility and benefit of the proposed project or other actions to be taken under the resolution.
Yeah, so essentially you just need a motion that says we think the amended project plan that we put through the resolution is still of public utility and we want to amend accordingly.
And after this step, that process will be concluded other than there is a period of time where someone can petition the courts.
Say there is a small it's not even really a remonstrance. There's a small window in which somebody could take court action if they wanted the judicial body to review your actions to ensure that you met the statutory requirements. But with this having come back to you with positive recommendation from all appropriate bodies and entities, I think you are, as legally well positioned as you can be to say this is what we want to do with our project list.
I hear a motion.
Say what Chris said.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah.
So moved.
Thank you, Ken.
Second.
Thank you, Darren. Any discussion on that? If not, those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Next item.
The property marketing program, I had forwarded to you an email from Bob Lindgren, the marketer of the property. He, to summarize, reported a couple of things. One is that the 12-acre site you all own is potentially appropriate for a home improvement business like Menards or I suppose Home Depot, even something like that. He also reports that he's been working on it and hadn't gotten much traction yet, if any, and may take some time to gain anything on this. We will continue to stay in touch with Bob on your behalf and give it a little more time. I think this has been going on 2 months now.
That original contract was, what, 6 months with him, if I'm not mistaken?
That's my remembrance.
That's what I thought too, I thought it was 6 months.
Yeah.
So we may have to relook at that someplace down the line, see what kind of
Right.
traction he gets.
All right, how about the update on residential?
The residential project, the working group met once or twice, I don't remember. We have been in contact with a couple of different potential developers, and we're kind of awaiting on their interest and proposal. I think we have someone else to talk with here in the next couple of weeks, and there's maybe a whole different route in terms of something along the lines of a BOT that can happen. We will continue to work on that and report back when we know more.
Okay. Any questions about that? How about update on the multi-use path?
I would like, if I may be permitted, to combine that with the Broadway Street
Sure.
project, because we're using the same consultant for both, and they're kind of working on them in tandem. They have done some work on both projects for the red flag evaluation. Those of you not familiar with red flag, it's a concept of looking at the projects and seeing what troubles and issues may jump up, typically environmentally related, but they can be other things too. They're working on that. They were on site yesterday and they walked both the Broadway project and the multi-use path project, some alternatives they're looking at there. There is a meeting scheduled Monday with the mayor and myself and Ken and Darren representing you all. They're gonna, in that meeting, kind of lay out the alternatives that they see so that they can proceed to writing their reports and having a little more guidance from the city, from the Redevelopment Commission. Seems to be moving ahead positively. I think their proposed draft report date was September sometime. Yeah, so here in the next couple of months, we may be able to get some answers on those two projects.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to new business, we have approval of claims. Our regular claims, 2 invoices from American Structure Point, 2 from Reedy Financial, 1 from Judith Bird Secretarial Services, 1 from Stephen Legal Group, and our 5 municipal and wastewater bills. They all add up to $13,795.58. I would entertain a motion to pay our bills.
So moved.
Thank you, Ken. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Darren. Any question or discussion on those bills?
Structure points to studies.
Yes, there are 2 of them, one each for Broadway and for the multi-use path connector.
Any other questions? Those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries 4-0. That takes us to the end of our regularly scheduled agenda. Our next meeting will be in 5 weeks on Thursday, September 7th, right here at 7:00 p.m. Any comments or anything from board members? If not, we'll adjourn our meeting. Thank you all for coming.